from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Kennesaw State Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. So Jacksonville State's offense comes onto the field first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He'll run it again. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Savage. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. To the air on second down. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snags it, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Kennesaw State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the air, it's Collins. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Owls want to pick up the tempo. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Under fire. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. Just what they... Score on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell.
Makes the grab in their space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Morgan. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Collins. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off play action on first down. Now rolling to the left. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
From the red zone, it's Morgan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll go right back to him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to throw, it's Collins. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quickly and protect better up front.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. To the air, it's Collins. Pulls it in, it's Gary. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The run inside. It's Woods. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Kennesaw State right back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. A 1st down run in the red zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points. So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Jacksonville State's offense comes out ready to start this drive. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have some...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Makes the catch and he's free. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, it's Collins. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Buying some time. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Paul. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's caught. It's Gary. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Collins. 5. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Offense, you're thinking 1st down, 1st. First down on 3rd down, man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And the Owls with the 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And incomplete. Ball.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Collins. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Under fire. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught by Williams on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Found a seam. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to throw. The short hands, it's Savage. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Savage. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Complete to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Moran. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Bringing the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. You could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Swings it out to the flat. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And it's good! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Kennesaw State right back to work. To the air, it's Collins. Spins away from the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
The run inside. It's Woods. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Once the defense is wide open. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And I don't know what the defense was doing on that play. He was wide open there, right in the middle of the field. Very easy for the quarterback to spot. And, guys, he caught the ball turned around. There was nobody even near him. And he was able to go add to the damage after the catch.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He'll keep it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Running through contact. Touchdown, Owls! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Throws to the back. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, try to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
And this is the part of the field, man, I got to understand what the defense is thinking. They're going to be trying to be aggressive. They're going to try to get a sack, get a negative play to back me up to make the field goal longer. So where can I attack? Because I still want this touchdown. Like, a field goal is my last effort. If I tie it late in the football game, still got a few more chances to try to go win this thing.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Escapes the pressure to his right. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. He might want another play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They move on top here in the 4th. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. bringing it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Collins. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, a last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it.
You know what's great